Assalamualaikum and a lovely, lovely, lovely morning to all of my students and whoever is watching this video right now. I hope and pray that you all are in very good health, enjoying the day and enjoying all the lectures. Right now we are in our science class and we are learning about animals. So I thought of discussing a little more about them because we see them, we touch them, because if we have some pet, we even pet them, we play with them. So we should know a little more about the animals, right? So today we are going to discuss something about we are discussing about two things of the animals, right? So we are discussing about animals. So what we are going to discuss today, we are going to discuss, I'm going to show you something. This, can you see this? What is this? This is the skin of the animal, right? This is very soft, it is hairy, and what do we call it? We call it fur. This is the coating, the skin of the animal, and this is how, if we touch the animal, if it's a sheep, we are going to have this kind of texture over here. See? So this is the fur of an animal. So we are going to discuss today about the fur of animals, right? So this is how it looks like. I don't know which animal is it, if it's a real one or not. So this is the kind of fur which animals have, right? So we are discussing about fur of the animals, right? So I'm going to tell you that only mammals have fur on their bodies, right? Yes, only mammals have fur on their bodies, and this is how we can tell that these are the mammals, like from all the animals of like insects, of fish, of reptiles, or even amphibians, or even birds. So none of them have fur on them. Only mammals, their bodies are covered with fur, right? So I'm going to show you the pictures right now. Couple of pictures which have got the fur. I'm going to show you. Okay, now have a look at this. Right now, this is a sheep. See this fur I have shown you like this. This looks like the fur of the sheep. Right, right. So this is the skin which is covered, and that protects them from the harsh weather, and this is even useful somewhere else as well, like people use them for like many things, right? So this is the fur which makes the sheep so cute. So you see the smaller one has a little thin fur and the bigger one has thick fur on her, right? And we make wool out of this. Then I'm going to okay, so I'm going to show you another picture. And yeah, look at this. Donkeys even have fur on them. See? They look so cute. The color of the fur is different from the sheep's, which we have seen, right? So donkeys also have fur on them, right? Now I'm going to show you another picture. So let's share another cute picture with you. Yeah, look at the goat. Goat has also fur, but it has got like brown and white. This one, someone have like black. Someone has totally white. Someone is totally brown. Someone have different shades of browns. So this is what the fur looks like, right? So let's see some other pictures as well. I'll show you. Okay, so I'm going to show you a very cute little one. Oh, God, how cute it is. It's a small rabbit. You see how cute and he is. And white fur he has. He's covered with the white, beautiful fur. So this is what here kind of things they have that is called the fur. See, and you see every animal has different kind of fur and different color. So that's why they look different. Now, look at this. Ooh, beautiful. See how beautiful it is. It's a bear. It's a beautiful brown bear with a thick fur on him. So the unlike looks so beautiful. It even shows the patterns over here. Maybe they're not the patterns, but you see they look so beautiful. So this is the kind of fur animals have on them, right? Yes. So even like there are some other animals which do not have fur, but like fish and some reptiles, they have scales instead of the skin. If you have seen the fish, they have scales on it. When we cut the scales, they are kind of like plasticky kind of thing, it looks like. So they're called scales. So they have like some reptiles and fishes, they have scales instead of the skin. So but birds have feathers. You must have seen they have feathers. So the mammals take care of their babies until the babies are strong enough to look after themselves, and mammals feed and clean their babies also. And they also protect their young ones from the danger. And other land animals like reptiles and amphibians, they don't look after their young ones. So when you know somebody with fur, you know that this is a mammal and this really nice animal in a way that he feed and clean their babies and they protect their babies from the danger, unlike other animals, right? So I'm just going to show you video as well on that. Let me see, where did I put the video? Yes. Okay, so I am going to show you the video over here. This is about the fur of the animals.
Look at all these furry animals.
Oh, so
cat,
cute.
look at its fur. It is so nice and fluffy.
Oh, see
and
the goat?
It has a strong fur. And
Wow.
the leopard.
See, they all
one
have
of the most
different
expensive
furs.
furs. You know what happens to these fur? When these animals die, their skin and fur is taken out. And there are many things which are created from it, starting from shoes up to scarves and jackets. Like these, you must have seen them. They keep us safe in the winters. The fur of animal.
Yay, thank you. So see, we have got to know about the fur of animals. So there are different fur of different animals. There are a little different texture. When you touch them, they feel a little different. Some are very, very soft. Some are a little hard. Some are of a different color, maybe white or brown and gray and orange. So they're all a different fur. So this is how the animals look like, when they are covered with fur. We have seen the bear with the beautiful brown fur on the goat with the beautiful white, even the rabbit with beautiful white fur. Rabbits also come in like different colors, like gray and browns and whites. So you should look around and search and observe for like many other furs, and try to touch them with the help of your elders. Don't do it all alone, because you never know what kind of what kind of animal you are going to touch and how the animal is going to respond, right? Sometimes the dogs respond very badly, so please don't try to go close to the animals, even if it's a pet animal. So please ask your elders to help you observe and touch different kind of furs. Yeah, please don't do it all alone. That will not be very, very safe, because sometimes kids touch the cows, and they don't feel good about that, and they then respond in a very, very bad way. So but please do observe with the help of your parents, with the help of your uncle, maybe somebody older. Ask them to show you different kind of furs of animals, and observe them, observe their color, observe their texture, and observe that what are the things which are made up of the fur or the skin of the animal. So if it's made up of the the soft skin, hairy thing, that we use them for scarves and shawls. And if it's only the skin that is being used in the shoes and the leather jackets, and different kind of things, right? So you're going to observe that and see, and we are going to discuss that later even. So this was our science class today, in which we have discussed about the fur of the animals. And yes, sorry, yeah, yes, I have to tell you one more thing. Yeah, this is about another animal. I'm going to show you. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. Now, have a look at this. Yes. Now, this is the elephant. Yes, you must have seen the elephant. You see, elephant have the skin. Elephant also a mammal. It has the skin, but it's not hairy. So with this skin, yes, people can make bags and shoes once they are they are no more. But we should not kill animals to make all these things. So now look at this elephant. This has got these tusks. These are called the tusks, right? Now this, if you have a look at this, right? Now this is tusk, which you can see over here. These are the two tusks. Are these the teeth which we can see? Right? What do you think? What do you think? Is this the tree or something else? So this is the tusk which we are talking about, right? So what are these? Are these the teeth of the elephant, or what is this, and what it is about? Or maybe it's so these are the trunks which they use it to even carry the things when they're holding it with their nose. And this is very expensive. These tusks are very, very expensive. So, and people like they kill elephants to take that, right? And then along with that, we can see that there is something which is like this, right? See, so this is the trunk of the elephant, which you can see over here. This is the trunk. So what do you think? Is this the nose of the animal, or what do you think it is? It is the nose of the elephant? Yeah, okay. I'm going to tell you that this is not, the trunk is not the nose of the elephant. It is the combination of the nose and the upper lip. So the upper lip and the nose, this is the combination of that. It's not its nose. Yes, it has two long nostrils that running down the center. When the elephant is swimming, or the elephant has to hold something, the trunk or something like that. So that is where the elephant uses its trunk. And if it has to swim into the water, and he has to use it as a snorkel to breathe, they just take it out from the water and they can breathe from there. And the trunk doubles up as a hose that suck water in that, and the elephant can throw the water through his trunk. So the elephant trunk has about 100,000 muscles, and that makes it strong enough to even carry the heavy objects like logs and trunks. So he can just pull up the tree as well. Yes. So this elephant trunk, which we have just seen, is not only the nose. I'm just going to share that again with you. See, this is not only the nose, This is the combination of the nose and the upper lip of that, and the elephant uses it in a different way. He throws water from this. He carries very heavy objects with the help of his trunk. Why? Because this has got 100,000 muscles in that, and that's make it very strong for the elephant, right? So elephant is a very strong animal, and his trunk even make him more stronger than that, right? So this was it for today's class, in which we have learned about the fur of the animal and the trunk of the elephant. So we'll be knowing a little more about the animals to explore and to know about them. So I'm going to say goodbye from this class, and I'll see you inshallah in the next class. Till then, please stay safe, be happy, and be grateful for whatever we have. And till we see each other inshallah, I'm going to say goodbye and Allah Hafiz.